Hi guys, so this is Ellie Diez, and as promised, here is the booty workout video. We all want a cute butt, right? But we also want a strong one. One that's going to help us with pelvic alignment, lower back strength, and keeping all that weight off the knees. So important. So I'm going to help you here with some tips on form so that you can get the best bang for your buck. So we're going to start with a sumo squat, nice and simple. Only difference is those arms are shooting up into the sky, nice and strong. That's going to help you keep that posture nice and straight. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades behind your back. You're going to go nice and deep, pushing the pelvis back as you go to sit into that imaginary chair, making sure your knees don't go over your toes, keeping your weight in your heels, pulling your belly in as you go down, and then squeezing your booty for dear life on the up. Give me a little pause at the bottom. Here we're going to do a deadlift, no weights. My favorite, works the entire posterior chain, your back, your booty, your hamstrings. Very different from the squat. You're hinging forward. You have a soft bend in your knees. Your knees are not locked out. Weight is in your heels. As you hinge forward, you're pulling your belly in. That back's got to be so straight. If it rounds, you could hurt yourself. So do not round your back. If you start rounding, don't go as low. Tuck your chin. Squeeze your booty on the top and keep those hands glued to the sides of your legs. That'll help with form. Glide them down and glide them up. You're going slow on the down, fast on the up. Breathing in and exhaling as you come up. Now we're going to combine both of them. These exercises get confused all the time. Squatting, you're bending at the knees. Deadlifting, you're hinging at the hips. So I like to put them together. We do a squat, and then we do a deadlift. Same focus, pulling your belly in to support that lower back and engage those abs. Squeezing your shoulder blades behind your back as those arms come up. Weight is in the heels. You're breathing in and then exhaling on the top. Showing you a couple multiple angles here so that you can see how your knees need to be placed. It's really good to film yourself as well. You can film yourself and send me your videos if you need some help, if you have any questions. You want to keep this tempo. Shooting those arms up, keeping them nice and straight. Feeling that power coming in from your feet all the way through your body and ending in your fingertips. Everything is alive here. Everything is working. Make sure you're tucking your chin as you deadlift. Really, really good. So now we're going to add some weights. You're going to deadlift and then swing those arms up. Try to keep those elbows close to your sides. I'm going kind of deep here. You do what you need to do, but just make sure you got a flat back. That's it. Make sure that when you're doing that squat, you're pushing those hips back like you're going to sit in a chair. Beautiful. Breathing in and out. A lot of times you hold our breath. Very important to breathe. Squeezing your butt at the top, but do not lock those knees out. Awesome. And last one. So good. So now we're going to move on to a lunge and a good morning. Lots of booty and back work. Forward lunges work your quads. You want to lunge, making sure that both knees are 90-degree angles. So lots of times I like to start my lunge on the floor. So basically knees touching the floor so that I can, the one knee touching the floor so that I can see what my form is. And then from there, come up so that I know where to land. And that back stays super straight as those weights come forward. You can see the reflection in the mirror. There we go. And then we're going to switch legs. Same thing. Lunging forward and then good morning. Keep that tempo. Weight in the heels. Pulling your belly in. And shoulder blades are tight in the back. Squeezing, pinching. I like to smile when I'm working out. Makes me feel like it's easy, but it's not. Here we're doing hip thrusters with a band, sumo stance. So if you have a mat, make sure that your feet are going to the edges of the mat, and then you have a slight turnout, not too much. This ain't no ballet, just a tad, 45-degree angle. And you're pushing against that band the entire time. As your booty comes down, it comes right back up. It taps and then comes up. Hands are nice and flat, supporting. And you're pulling that belly in so that you're not overextending that lower back. Oof! Feel that. Abduction with band. You want to lean back, pushing those shoulder blades back. So you're leaning back. You can see it in the mirror, the reflection. And you're just opening that band and closing. Controlling it on when you bring it back. So you're pushing it out and controlling it on the in. Keeping the shoulders down, away from your ears. No tension anywhere else in the body. Yeah, and there's Tiberius. Loves to distract me. Donkey kicks with a band. Sometimes these are hard just because it's hard to position the band. But you'll get it. You're kicking up. Heel, driven exercise up to the sky, pulling your belly in, keeping the shoulders down away from your ears, and keeping that tempo. As soon as the knee touches the ground, you're coming right back up. Keeping that foot flexed. No floppy feet. Keep the head up. Don't let the head hang. And breathe. Same thing on the other side. Lots of times it's easier to use the band on your skin because if it's on fabric, it kind of rolls. But bands are so, so good. They help you with holding the tension, keeping that muscle tight for longer. Flexed foot, strong ankle, belly in, tucking your pelvis. You don't want to overarch that back, so don't stick that booty out. Squats with knee taps, sumo squats. don't have to go fast to feel these, but you do need to stay low. As you can see, I don't come out of frame because I'm staying low into that squat and I'm pulling my belly in. Those are good. Moving along to hip thrust on the floor with band. So, same thing here. You want to push that booty back like you're going to sit in a chair. So you really expand the muscles and then you squeeze at the top and you're pushing that band open. I like to keep my toes touching behind me and make sure that you're pushing your booty back as if you wanted to sit on your toes, which you probably won't be able to reach unless you got short lower legs. But if you don't try to push all the way back, you're not expanding the muscle as much. And you want to expand it to squeeze it. Big squeeze at the top. Everything is super focused. Slow and precise. Here I'm using an ankle weight. I love these. They sell them at Ross. They're super cheap. I mean, there's so many options. You can get stuff on Amazon as well. You can do these on all fours, but let's try them standing. If it's too much, you can do it on all fours. But here you want to just get your balance by pulling that belly in, pointing that toe, and you're not going too far and you're not throwing the leg up. You're just lifting and feeling that squeeze. Then you're going to bring the leg over to the side. Not all the way to the side, but between the back and the side. So like angled. And just pulse it. Switching other side. You're hinging your chest forward. So you're not standing upright. The standing leg is slightly bent. And you're not lifting too high or kicking up. Here you get a better view at the side pulse. Oof! Could tell I was struggling there. Awesome. And here we're going to finish with burpees. You're kicking back into a plank, keeping those hips up, belly in, tapping those feet back, making sure your shoulders are right over your hands, and give me a nice big jump. Landing in bent legs. Ugh, so good. And repeat. So have fun, guys. Get that booty.